Watch. Stone. Watchstone. Hi, Zizaran here with another video, and today we are going to talk about Watchstones, the new Watchstones that drop from Maven and from the Maven-related fights. You guys are rolling these, right? So I'm going to talk about like my experience with the Watchstones so far, how I'm using them, and my experience with them. And do remember, I'm on Souls Alpha, so other people on Trading might be doing some crazy shit that I don't know about, but I figured I would talk about what I've looked up, etc. Here in Hayward Hamlet is... I live here. This is my home. It's pretty much... I make sure that this is the only place where 14 to 16 maps are dropping by having not full Watchstones in the other regions. So I live here. The reason for that is obviously Amplified is insane for crafting in stacking gear. And so is Harvest with Nature's Favor when I see it every like. So this is my home. I have Atola's 3 favorite. Just to drop more atolls. And I am spamming Zana. I am basically trying to abuse Zana as much as possible because that is where I get Harvest. Because whenever you use the middle region, you unlock this after killing like the 4 Shaper Guardians at the same time. Then you get to upgrade Path Not Taken, which is that Zana doubles the amount of missions she gives you, and Zana, the maps she has, can do the harvest, right? So I'm doing that, and I get to spend the majority of my day in harvest. It's great, but we're running out of Zana missions. So I have close allies just to get even more master missions. I initially thought this was a bit of a joke, but areas have 10% chance to grant an additional mission on completion is around the same as 150 awakening level, or at least 100. I don't know. It's a lot. It's great. It's a really, really good node. And then on my Watchstones here, I've been trying to roll this as much as possible. Randomly encountered missions have a 91% increase to be Zana, and the master missions that you get have a 91% chance to be Zana. So the way this has been working, I have 3 of these. This one needs to be Divine. But I have 3 of these. Ideally, I want a 4th, because I think if you have 400%, it should like somewhere between 80 and 100% chance to be Zana every time, because there's 5 missions. Either way, the majority of my missions that I am getting in this region are Zana, and whenever I encounter a random master, it's usually Zana as well. Like, I've been encountering quite a lot. This keystone as well is particularly good to have at least one of. That's why I haven't been re-rolling this, because the 4% chance to drop items with +1 item level is how I've gotten all my item level 86 gear. So all of these is like item level 86. Over time, passively, just really, really good for that. So that's been like very good, especially on Soul Self-Found. So how that works is like you would need to fill this up to 10, and then I would need to do a turns end invitation and roll that. The higher you roll it, the more splinters can drop, and the bigger chance you have that an actual Watchstone is going to drop. And you do drop them like randomly from doing like these fights as well. I'm like spamming these fights just to get more of the Maven splinters. Also in my second set, and I found these very, very useful for solo self-found. Might even be really good on Trade League. And this is particularly good when you are doing tier 16 maps. Unique bosses have a 20% chance to drop additional item with random influence. There is a few different mods with this, and this one is not percentage based on the current drop rate because they don't normally have one. And more importantly, this works without the map being influenced. There are like 2 or 3 other mods that increases the chance, but that's relative to the existing drop chance. This is a 20% flat, which is very strong. To the best of my knowledge, getting a 100% chance on like 4 Watchstones, like, you know, getting 4 with 100% chance, just guarantees that one will drop. I got a large amount of base types like this. And it's really nice. It just chooses any influence. So I've been getting loads of like Shaper, Crusader, etc. And this is really, really good when you're doing tier 16s, because that means that eventually you're going to get a large amount of like item level 85 Crusader chests. That's actually how I got several of mine. It's really, really good for getting like item level 85 gear. Other things I've been trying out, the areas have a 2% chance to roll Kadiro Parandis. It's been like surprisingly decent. I do get a decent amount of Kadiro. Normally I do try to run all my Kadiros up here. So if I got the stone that can roll Kadiro up here, then having a higher chance than 20 would be nice. Quite a lot of people are getting Headhunter from Friend of the Family. I've had 3 different viewers now being like, thanks for the Friend of the Family tip. Here's my Headhunter. I've had 4 Chevron's wrappings from the Friend of the Family, which is like pretty decent, especially for solo self-found. I just never had to farm one. Fathom of Kadiro. Other things that are really strong, this is in Valdo's Rest. And do remember that there are 3 different stones that have different roles. So I would recommend looking that up here in PoEDB, because you don't want to like spend like 200 ults, and they can only be blue, by the way. They can't be regaled. You don't want to spend 200 ults rolling these only to remember, oh shit, that's on titanium. This one is probably one of the best things to drop. It's very, very rare, and a lot of people are rolling them and putting them on Valdo's Rest. This is very, very strong, because once you have the Diplomatic Escort, you get like a screen full of Harbingers. I'm going to make a character specifically for farming that later. But that is very, very strong. Another thing that's extremely strong is when you've upgraded your incursion stuff here in Galenic Cairns, getting the one where it's, I think it's on this one, right? Increased stack size of simulacrum splinters. On like a deep map like Tropical, people have been getting 300 to 500 splinters in one map fairly easily. Partly because of the blue incursion monsters. That is really, really cool if you want to farm simulacrums. I don't know if the helmet is still expensive on Trade League, but I think it is. They are also kind of like region specific. Like you will feel a bit like you're a little bit unlucky if you drop certain Watchstones in certain regions. Like sometimes you just want titanium, sometimes you just want chromium. Chromium Watchstones, I've experimented a little bit with like the I think I have one I can show here, like the alteration ones and stuff. I didn't find this particularly worth it. I think I'd rather just farm dunes for alterations for the alteration card. I had 2 of these in, and I think I only dropped like 60 ults in like 50 maps or something. So it wasn't like a large amount. I didn't feel like it was particularly beneficial to me. I do want to roll some more bestiary ones for turns end. There. Red beasts have a chance to be less of... It's basically like you're getting lucky beasts. I really, really want this on turns end. But that's like some of the stuff I've discovered so far. They are very strong. They are worth rolling. There's obviously some meme ones. Like here we have like 2.5% chance in area for Mirror of Kalundra to drop as 2 mirror. I doubt that will ever happen. I doubt it. Because it's hard to roll and it's hard to drop a mirror. I've tried the fully linked. I actually had one with 0.3. Never had a 6 link drop. I mean, it's very rare for a 6 socket to drop and then a 0.3% chance of that linking. Other than that, I've at least been trying to roll like some things that are decent. Like this one's like, I don't particularly care, but whenever I kill a boss, I have a 25% chance almost of a divination card dropping. Yeah, it's been spicy. I'm enjoying it. I've mostly focused on Hayward Hamlet, and yeah, I'm gonna keep rolling them and stuff, and keep dropping them. So hope you guys are enjoying all the YouTube content. Sub if you like the videos. More importantly, try to die less than I do.